By a show of hands, how many of you at some point in your life have experienced moving from different town? Yeah, for me, that definitely has had an effect on my long distance friendships, and because of this, I have decided to dive more into social processing and the cues filtered out theory. The research article I chose is titled Computer Mediated Communication in Relationship Maintenance, an Examination of Self-Disclosure in Long Distance Friendships. To start, computer mediated communication is just communication in any form online over the internet. So for me, in my long distance friendships, that has been one of the biggest forms of communication, since we are not just driving distance from each other. The research study examined how meditated communication played a role in long distance friendships, specifically the maintenance of them and how committed people were to the friendships. They sampled about 591 undergrad students from a large university, a large southwestern university. The questions entailed when the last time the face-to-face interaction was, and as well as their last meditated communication. It also questioned them on their satisfaction of the relationship and their commitment to it as well. You can find more about social processing theory and the cues filtered out theory in chapter 2 about nonverbal communication. So a lot of the times when we are active in meditated communication, we're not able to express our tone, our facial expressions, which leads to these, which supports the cues filtered out theory, suggesting that our face-to-face interactions and our meditated communication can never have the same intent. And social processing theory is the opposite, where it suggests that it just takes time, and it can have the same emotional intent as well. So part of the research questions of the study was, how do we maintain long distance relationships, and what part does computer mediated communication play? They found that most relationships do prioritize geographically close friends, but there are also high numbers, and they're very comparable to long distance friendships, which does support the social processing theory, because it does conclude that they can have the same emotional commitment. The author of the study, I don't want to butcher her name, but her last name's Wing. Her findings did result that the distance didn't matter when it comes to friendships, and as well as how comparable the numbers were when it comes to meditated communication versus face-to-face interactions. My personal connection, so navigating my own long-distance friendships. Recently, I would say that my best friend Kristen and I have definitely, we were very close when we were from our hometown, and so that moving away and being 6 hours away and coming to college has definitely affected our relationship in some sort of way, and we've used a lot of computer mediated communication to support this, but it has brought us to a point in our relationship where I feel like we could find better communication. So this supports the cues filtered out theory, where it can't really always be the same, but we're definitely working on that. And in order to maintain the friendship through meditated communication, I need to be more open and disclose more of myself within the friendship in order to maintain it. And yeah, it is, I would say it's very important to keep these long distance friendships because in the era of technology, it has, I would say, in the new era of technology, this opportunity has given us a greater opportunity to keep those connections, and we just have to take that chance.